Last year, student debt has increased up to more than $1.3 trillion, leaving more than 70% of graduates with an average debt of $37,000. So the question that a lot of people might wonder is college worth it? And in this video, I don't want only to give you some general statistics, but rather make it very personal and focus on the question, is college worth it for you? I've been in college and university and I have graduated with a bachelor's degree in accounting and finance. I've had an amazing experience in college, but if I would be able to go back in time, considering what I know today, I would most probably skip college. And it's not because I was a bad student and hated attending my classes, but in fact, I loved college and I graduated with a first-class degree. But if you look at all the pros and cons, it starts making sense why college is an expensive mistake. Before we move on, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it if you haven't done it yet. College is undoubtedly a form of investment, which means that you are putting your money in a college today so that you will gain even more money in the future. That's how any investment works. Like any other kind of investment, it can be good or bad. So let's look at it from a purely investment perspective to see if it's really worth it. The cost of college ranges from zero if you're on scholarship up to more than $336,000 for a 4-year degree. It's pointless to go to college and drop out half the way because the only thing that matters in the end is whether if you have that piece of paper or not. And in the professional world, attending 1 or 2 years of college is the same as not attending at all. So if you're just entering college, you might wonder who on earth would spend so much money and time and then drop out. Well, the truth is, only half of college students do complete their college degree within the first 6 years. The rest simply drop out. In other words, almost half of those who enroll into college make a bad investment. Statistically, that means that there is 44% chance that you will make a bad investment. The biggest problem with college is the student loan. You are borrowing something around $50,000 to $100,000 and will pay it back for the rest of your life. So would you take that loan if you don't have a strong faith in your business? And even if you borrow it, would you leave that business half the way? Or in other words, would you drop out? For the first 4 to 6 years while you're in college, you're not paying anything probably back because you will be busy studying. For the record, there is an interest charge on your debt, which means your debt is getting bigger and bigger as time goes by. Once you have graduated and you have made this $100,000 investment, you are expecting your investment to pay back like any other kind of business. But that's not going to happen because more than 50% of employed college graduates are in jobs that don't require a degree. In other words, you could have got that job without spending $100,000. So from a purely business perspective, you just made a horrible investment. Because not only that you wasted 4 to 6 years of your life, now 15 to 20% of your salary will directly go and cover your student loan for the next 10 or 15 years, if not more than that. Just take a look at the case of the President of the United States.
Ed, we only finished paying off our student loans about 8 years ago. Now think about that. I'm the President of the United States.
How many people do get such a great job such as the senator or the president to be able to cover their debt comfortably? A pretty small minority. But you still can argue that on average college graduates make more money than non-graduates. So in the long run, the investment should pay back. That's very rational thinking, and I guess that's the only reason why college is worth it. But is it the best choice you can make? In some cases, yes, of course. Like you might never become the president unless you have a degree from a prestige university. But in a lot of cases, it's not, and you could have used that money for a much better investment. 30 or 40 years ago, it was pretty hard to create a good living unless you have a college degree because opportunities were limited. But today, the world is a completely different place. We live in a world of internet, which is probably the best invention in human history. And you can have a free access to the same information that are taught in the universities. But that's only part of it because internet allows you to create businesses with absolutely minimum capital unlike traditional kind of businesses, which I will be talking in the future videos. And that raises the question, why would I go to college if I can get the same knowledge here at home? And here is the thing, college isn't only about consuming information, but it's more about the experience and the connections you make. But this experience isn't worth to drag yourself into a lifetime debt. College is great only when you know exactly what you want, when you're literally passionate about the profession and you're willing to spend all of your life building a career in that field, whether it's engineering, accounting, whatever. In that case, borrowing that student loan will most likely worth it. Because if you're not passionate enough about it, then you will more likely drop out or pursue another job. But that student loan isn't going to leave you and will stay as a burden on your shoulders until you're dead. So if you are not completely confident if you want to build a career in certain field, then it might just be better for you to study online, especially when you don't have the financial means to do it. Otherwise, college will be for you an expensive mistake, a lifelong debt that you probably will regret. That's my opinion here, and now I would love to know your opinion. What do you think? Do you agree with me, or there is something I have missed? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.